MiCA only really makes sense once you know what exactly is being regulated. In this topic, we'll unpack its core building blocks, how it classifies cryptoassets, when a business becomes a CASP, and why stablecoins get extra attention from EU regulators. In this section, you'll see MiCA as a simple architecture. First, token categories. What exactly are we putting in front of customers? Second, CASP definitions. At what point do our activities become regulated services? Third, stablecoin scrutiny, where regulators apply the toughest obligations. MiCA starts from a basic question. What makes this token stable, if anything? Picture a big bucket of raw crypto assets. The law then sorts them by their stability mechanism. If the value tracks one official currency, it's treated as an e-money token. If it's backed by a basket of assets, commodities, or multiple currencies, it becomes an asset reference token. If there's no explicit stabilizing mechanism, it's classified as a regular crypto asset. These categories really matter because they define who can issue a token and how heavy the rulebook is. E-money tokens are pegged to a single fiat currency. They're treated almost like bank money, so you need a credit institution or e-money license, but you can market them as digital cash for payments. Asset reference tokens and other crypto assets fall under lighter or different regimes, better suited to value parking, trading, or utility use cases. Here's where token design really bites. NovaX launches GameX, used only for in-game fees. Under MiCA, that's treated as a standard crypto asset with lighter obligations. But their gold basket coin tracks a basket of gold and dollars, so it's an asset reference token with heavy issuer duties. FinBridge's Eurocoin, pegged to €1, likely becomes an e-money token, triggering near bank-level regulation. Now think of MiCA as a map of where regulation switches on. Whenever a business takes control of customer assets or executes trades for them, it's firmly inside the CASP zone. Running an order book, operating a matching engine, or holding private keys all create full regulatory obligations. By contrast, tools that never touch funds or keys, like open-source wallets or RAID-only analytics, usually sit outside. Your first task is to locate your own products on this map. To see why MiCA clearly captures NovaX, look at services, not features. Whenever you match buyers and sellers, you're operating a trading platform. When you hold users' coins or euros, you're providing custody and administration. Swapping Bitcoin for euros is an exchange service. And when the system routes and fills orders for users, it's executing orders on their behalf. Each of these is a regulated CASP activity. MiCA lands very differently for NovaX and FinBridge. For NovaX, crypto is the core business, so MiCA authorization is existential. They must become a fully compliant CASP, redesign custody, and treat stablecoin listings as high-risk relationships. FinBridge starts from a payments license. Its key question is whether new crypto features tip it into CASP territory or let it stay just a payments firm. The moment it issues its own EMT, MiCA becomes central to its entire structure. Stablecoins sit under a magnifying glass because they behave most like money. If a major stablecoin fails, it can hit payment systems, merchants, and even banks. So regulators worry about three things: systemic risk, protecting everyday users, and whether the reserves are real, liquid, and always available for redemption. FinBridge thinks it's just launching a EuroPeg token and operating as a CASP. But by design, that token behaves like e-money. Under MiCA and existing EU rules, e-money tokens trigger banking or e-money institution licensing, plus CASP obligations. This is the stablecoin dilemma. Classify the token one way, classify the entity another, and suddenly your license stack doubles. The key lesson is that product design quietly decides which regulators you invite into your life. MiCA treats euro-pegged e-money tokens almost like regulated digital bank money. The crucial question is, who is legally allowed to issue them? A pure CASP license is not enough. Only a bank or licensed e-money institution can actually be the issuer. So your choices are: get an EMI or banking license yourself, which is slow and expensive, or partner with an existing licensed institution to issue the token while you focus on distribution and technology. FinBridge really has two levers: change the peg or remove it. If they pivot to an ART, they swap a pure euro peg for a basket. That can escape full e-money treatment, but triggers strict reserve, disclosure, and governance rules. If they pivot to an other token, they relax the peg entirely. Compliance becomes lighter, yet the token stops looking like cash, which may kill adoption for payments use cases. As you build products under MiCA, think in 3 moves. First, classify every token up front. Your label determines your obligations. Second, map your services against CASP definitions, so licensing never surprises you. Third, treat stablecoins as complex, high-stakes projects that demand early banking and EMI alignment.